stop scrolling. The government has just confirmed a huge 4.8% rise in the state pension starting April 2026. And if you're planning for retirement, you cannot afford to miss this. I'm going to break down exactly what this means for your weekly payments, your total yearly income, and even hidden ways you could boost your pension. So make sure you watch until the very end because some of these details could save you hundreds of pounds. And before we dive in, do this quickly. Subscribe to this channel right now. I'm the only person covering these updates in a way that's simple, clear, and actually useful, and I'll be uploading all the latest pension changes and insider tips first. So hit that button now and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what's coming next. The UK government has just confirmed some major changes to the state pension that every current or future pensioner needs to know about. Starting from April 6, 2026, the state pension will see a significant increase thanks to the government's famous triple lock guarantee. This means that pensions will rise by whichever is higher, average earnings, inflation, or 2.5%. For April 2026, the number has been officially confirmed at 4.8%. This is excellent news for anyone relying on their state pension as a key source of income in retirement. To put it in concrete terms, the new state pension will increase to a maximum of $241.30 per week, which works out to an extra $574.60 every year. At the same time, the basic state pension, which some people are still receiving, will also see an increase, rising to $184.90 per week. That's an additional $439.40 per year. Even though these numbers might sound small on a weekly basis, over a year they really add up, helping pensioners manage costs like heating, groceries, and other essential living expenses. Now, looking back a bit to February 2026, regular pension payments continued smoothly, just as they always do. The government continues to pay state pension and pension credit directly into bank accounts every 4 weeks, and the schedule stayed exactly the same throughout February. There's no disruption, which is always reassuring for those who rely on a steady income. Alongside regular payments, some pensioners were also eligible for cold weather payments during the winter period. These payments are aimed at helping pensioners who receive pension credit to cope with the extra costs of heating their homes during the coldest months. The payments have been activated in various areas across the UK where temperatures were low enough, and they provide a welcome boost to many households. It's important to know that these winter payments are not automatic for everyone. Eligibility depends on receiving pension credit, so if you qualify, make sure you're set up to receive them. Beyond just the payment updates, there are some major policy and regulatory developments shaping the pension landscape over the next few years. One of the most talked about initiatives is the government's push for a new pension schemes bill. This bill has been described as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to modernize the entire pension system in the UK. The idea is to make pensions more flexible, more sustainable, and ultimately more beneficial for people throughout their retirement. A key part of this modernization involves the introduction of collective defined contribution, CDC schemes. These are designed to pool contributions from multiple people into a single fund, allowing for more stable and potentially higher retirement incomes than traditional defined contribution plans. For many pensioners and future retirees, this could be a game changer. CDC schemes are expected to provide steadier payouts, reducing the risk that comes from relying solely on market performance for retirement income. At the same time, the state pension age remains a central topic of discussion. Currently, the state pension age is 66, but it is scheduled to rise to 67 between 2026 and 2028. This means that people planning for retirement should be aware of these timelines, as they directly impact when they can start claiming their full pension. It's crucial for anyone in their 50s or early 60s to plan ahead, as even a small delay in accessing the state pension can have a noticeable effect on long-term retirement income. Another important trend to highlight is the surge in pension credit applications. In early 2025, following the restriction of the winter fuel payment, there was a sharp increase in the number of people applying for pension credit. This trend has continued into 2026, and as of mid-February 2026, there were still 33,700 claims outstanding. This shows a real demand for financial support among pensioners who might not have been aware of all the benefits available to them. For those who think they might be eligible for pension credit, it is essential to apply sooner rather than later, because delays can mean missing out on payments you are entitled to. For anyone looking to maximize their state pension, there are some practical steps that can make a real difference. One option is to top up your national insurance record for previous years. This can increase the weekly amount you receive when you eventually claim your pension. It might sound complicated, but the government has made it relatively straightforward to do this online, and for those who qualify, it can significantly boost retirement income. Similarly, pensioners are encouraged to check their state pension forecast using the official government online tool or app. This forecast gives a detailed picture of how much you will receive when you can start claiming, and whether there are opportunities to increase your pension through voluntary contributions. Checking your forecast is a simple step, but it can make a huge difference in retirement planning, allowing you to make informed decisions about savings, investments, and lifestyle adjustments. It's also worth noting that while these updates are based on news from early 2026, financial decisions should always be made carefully. Professional financial advice is recommended if you're unsure about your options. The pension system can be complex, and while the figures we're discussing are fixed by law, individual circumstances vary. For example, factors like previous national insurance contributions, gaps in employment, and eligibility for pension credit all play a role in determining your final pension amount. Consulting a professional ensures you don't miss out on benefits or make costly mistakes in your retirement planning. Looking at the bigger picture, the confirmed 4.8% rise in April 2026 is part of a broader effort by the government to protect the value of pensions against inflation and maintain financial security for older citizens. With the cost of living rising and energy prices fluctuating, every extra pound counts. The state pension increase, combined with careful planning, can help ensure that retirement is more comfortable and less stressful. It's also a signal from the government that it is committed to supporting pensioners, even as broader economic conditions remain challenging. In conclusion, if you are a current or future pensioner, here's what you should do now. First, mark April 6, 2026 in your calendar as the date when the state pension rises, and note the new maximum weekly amounts. $241.30 for the new state pension and $184.90 for the basic state pension. Second, check if you are eligible for pension credit or cold weather payments to ensure you are not missing out on any support. Third, consider topping up your national insurance record to maximize your weekly state pension. Fourth, use the official government tools to review your pension forecast and plan ahead for the rising state pension age. Finally, stay informed about policy changes, such as the Pension Schemes Bill and CDC schemes, which could reshape retirement planning in the years ahead. With careful planning and awareness of these updates, you can make the most of your retirement income, safeguard against rising costs, and enjoy a more secure and comfortable future. Remember, the 4.8% increase isn't just a number. It represents real money in your pocket, helping you cover essentials and maintain your quality of life. Don't leave any potential benefits unclaimed, and take proactive steps today to ensure your retirement is as financially secure as possible. Stop scrolling. The government has just confirmed a huge 4.8% rise in the state pension starting April 2026, and if you're planning for retirement, you cannot afford to miss this. I'm going to break down exactly what this means for your weekly payments, your total yearly income, and even hidden ways you could boost your pension. So make sure you watch until the very end, because some of these details could save you hundreds of pounds. And before we dive in, do this quickly. Subscribe to this channel right now. I'm the only person covering these updates in a way that's simple, clear, and actually useful. And I'll be uploading all the latest pension changes and insider tips first. So hit that button now and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what's coming next.